Well, good afternoon, everyone over here at Retro Gaming Live TV. I am SchalaKitty, I am your next runner, and we're going to be playing some Loom. I hope you're all really excited. This is an absolute classic of point-and-click adventures. I'm going to go right ahead, get us going. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1. All right.
Welcome.
So at the very start of the game, you saw that I had 3 skill levels to pick from. We are playing on standard mode. It just changes the UI. You can absolutely ask me about Loom. But first things first, we have to do something very special. So, hey, we got there. Sorry, I had like a tiny flicker on my screen, but we're good, we're good. Unfortunately, chat, I can't see you currently. Give me a second to see if I can make it so I can see you. All right, you all have to give me one moment, and then I'll be able to see you again. Technical difficulties. But here, while I am making it so I can see you all again, real quick, everyone, can you all give me a happy birthday bobbin in chat? Because if you don't know, today is Bobbin Fredbear's birthday, and this game is all about his birthday and how absolutely terrible it's going to get. I'm sorry, Bobbin. I'm sorry that you have such a terrible birthday. All right, let's get to the sort of first cutscene and also the first skip of the game. We are basically going to be powering our way through every single cutscene in this game, which is unfortunately a shame.
It's heavier than it looks.
We're playing on the VGA version, which has full voice acting. I believe it's one of the very first games to feature that. But cutscenes take time, so we're skipping all of them. I will very quickly give you all an update on what has happened. Here, actually, let me take 1 second so I can see you all. Okay, good, I can see you all again. It's very 90s voice acting. Okay, now I can see you again, chat. Hooray. So let me go ahead and give you the very quick Cliff Notes version of what has happened. So we're playing here as Bobbin Threadbare, part of the Guild of Weavers. He basically just got called to the principal's office on his birthday. The elders not happy with him, not happy with his adopted grandma Hetchel either. So they were going to basically kick Bobbin and Hetchel out. A swan came in and ruined everything. Everyone became swans, including Hetchel, but not Bobbin. And now Bobbin has been left alone and has to figure out what's happening. So we basically have to make sure that we... Yeah, that is actually weapon. That is basically the story.
It might help to point.
There is actually an entire 30-minute audio drama that goes along with this game that sort of explains a lot of the backstory behind what's going on with Bobbin. Long story short, Bobbin shouldn't exist. And because Bobbin exists when he should not, it's been causing a bunch of problems. He's not supposed to even be able to do Weaver magic, which is what we've been doing. And here, I'll talk a little bit about how the magic system, I guess, works in this game. So we have what we call drafts. They are short 4-note spells that we are playing. You can play them 2 ways, actually 3 ways. You can either, you can actually click the UI if you want to, but most people play via keyboard, and you have 2 options with keyboard. You can either...
There's an owl in there.
Play via the QWERTY line. Okay.
Another owl.
Or you can play via actually typing out the notes. So right now, this is actually a very important part of the run.
Didn't know there were so many owls in these woods.
Because what song we're learning here, what draft we're learning right here, is going to let us know what all the drafts are in the game. Now, the only thing is that we have gotten, there are 4 draft lists in the game.
All the holes are full now.
2 of them have similarities, though. So I have to go. Hello, Bobbin. Bobbin, please keep walking. Thank you, Bobbin. Yeah. Thank you, Weapon. I appreciate that. So I actually have an entire draft list pulled up here. Y'all can't see it. So CCDC. So give me 1 second. Let's take a look.
Wonderful. I can't see a thing.
CDC. Okay. Let's go find out what our actual list is. Hello, Wheel. Okay. Very quick. Nope, it is Ultra List. Okay, cool. So. Alright, so I know now exactly what my entire draft list is. So I have gone ahead, pulled that all up on my side. So we're on what we call draft list number 4. So different runners tend to have different preferred draft lists. Here's the thing, they don't entirely play. We don't know which list we're going to be on when we start a new game, but once we know the second spell, Night Vision, we can then narrow it down to one of 4 lists. Like I started explaining earlier, list 1 and list 4 share the same Night Vision draft, so we have to then learn Straw to Gold. And once we learn that, we then know all the other drafts that we're going to need for this entire game. There's a couple of drafts that are always the same, like Open, which is the very first one that we learn, is always the same. And a number of drafts that are used in the final battle, as it were, are also always the same. Alright. But let's go ahead, let's get off this island. So the game is sort of split up into about, I would say, 3 separate parts. So that was sort of part 1. Oh, this is one that has like one of the weirder twist and untwist songs. Don't feel bad if you feel that this game is surprisingly hard casually. I played this game casually back when it first came out on Steam at the recommendation of my girlfriend, since it was a song that they really enjoyed when they were growing up. Sorry, well, I can words. Alright, cool. So we have learned up to the G note. As you kind of can see, the game sort of gates your progress by what notes you can currently play. So we have to do this little sort of sidetrack thing where we have to walk over here, let Bobbin get bullied, and then walk away. We actually don't have to play that cutscene. The game has counted us as having learned the draft we need to from the shepherds. Oh, and also Bobbin decided to walk on top of that tree instead of behind that tree, and then he got confused. Bobbin. I often joke that playing this game is basically the video game equivalent of herding a cat. I can try my best to tell Bobbin where to go. Whether or not Bobbin actually listens to me is a whole other thing. Bobbin? Bobbin? Spoilers, I actually want to name a cat Bobbin because of all this. That'll be my next cat, will be Bobbin. Alright, so this is a different invisible one than I normally do. So TQQW.
What's going on?
Yes, this is very glass green. If you hear me sort of trying to... There we go. Nope. What I was trying to do is do a very quick cutscene skip. Unfortunately, if you're too close to that door, sometimes you will exit and then enter again. And then we get this graphical glitch. So enjoy the graphical glitch, everybody.
Glass bell. I wonder what will happen if...
So Dark Shocks, to sort of answer your question, it depends. Usually you do have to have the game register that yes, you've heard it.
Figure, doesn't he?
Otherwise,
you'll
have
Bobbin
sort of react with like, I don't know if I spun that right. I don't think that's a draft. It's like, no. All right. Hey, it's handbrake time. I can't skip this cutscene, so we just have to let it play out. Oh yeah, I didn't talk too much about the differences in the UI. So there are 3 different UIs you can basically choose. And that's what you do when you choose your skill level at the start of the game. There is Training, Standard, and Expert. A lot of people like playing on Expert. I like playing on Standard.
Why would the clerics want a scrying sphere anyway? I thought they didn't believe in the future.
Yeah, your guess is as lucid as mine, too.
Let's see if we can get past our gossip bros. All right. There we go. So on Training, it will actually show you your drafts as you type them. Here on Standard, it does let you still see all the notes, and you can have them light up as you type them. And then finally, you have Expert, where there are no notes to help you at all, and nothing will appear on your UI when you hear a song. You basically have to play it all by ear. All right, so we're going to make our way back over here to the Shepherds. Because now we know how to get around them. So we're going to be using the terror. Hello, hi. There we go. There we go. So we have successfully scared off the bullies by... Bobbin, come on, keep moving. There we go. So, off we go. Please enjoy one of the nicest pieces of pixel art in this entire game. I really like this vista. I think they did a beautiful job with it. And we're going to go ahead. So we've... I guess I should explain a little bit about the world building very quickly. So, this is actually set very, 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 very far in the future. I don't know, like thousands and thousands of years in the future. And at this point, we're in what's called the Age of the Great Guilds. Everyone real good at crafting.
Hello there.
So we're from the Guild of Weavers. We just saw the Guild of Glassblowers. Now we're at the Guild of Shepherds.
She doesn't look at all well.
She isn't. And my songs of healing don't seem to be bringing her much comfort.
Fleece talk here.
I wish I were better with him.
All right.
The flock is out to pasture. You'll find them there. Go forth, wizard, and may you return safely to our fold.
All right. Out the door. No! Sometimes you click a little fast, it'll kick you back to that room. Okay. Also, hey, you know what it's time for? It's going to be time to scream. I will give you a warning before Bobbin screams. But there's going to be some screams coming up, so let's go ahead. Let's dye these sheep. Everyone? Scream. Also time for the best character in the game.
Well, what have we here? Oh, that's what comes of being in such a blazing hurry, I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Oh, why, you'd hardly make a decent...
I love the dragon. She's like my favorite.
Put it back the way you found it, now.
Alright, let's learn that A note.
It might help to point at something.
Unfortunately, selection in this game is a little meh. Because this is recorded in the UK.
Fire!
That's why everyone has an accent.
You haven't heard the last of me, you cheeky brat!
I love that she calls Bobbin a cheeky brat, because that's basically the best description of Bobbin in this entire game. Alright, we need our night vision once more.
Wonderful.
And now it's time for a cave puzzle. It's not really a puzzle. It's just, do you know where to click? Here's the secret. When you come to two doors, the first time you go in the first door, and the second time you go in the second door. And that's basically that. Bobbin? See, even though my cursor's over here, he decided he wanted to go that way for like a hot second. Bobbin, please. I need you to actually make your way across. Thank you. Thank you, Bobbin, for working with me. Alright, down we go, down the stairs. This section is really annoying when you're first learning, or just first playing the game casually. I was very lucky. I was taught this game by Lore Master Motos, or LMM Motos, I believe he's going by now. Yeah, just LM Motos. Is LMM? He rebranded recently, and now I have to remember his exact brand. Also, hey, guess what time it is? It's time to scream again. Let's see if we can get this just...
Guess I won't be going back that way.
Hey, we got it. The reason why we scare her is because we don't go and learn the sleep draft. So we only have the option to scare the dragon. We'd have to go out of our way to learn the sleep draft, so we don't bother. Alright. Actually, we'll let him do the thing.
Repair costs must be spiraling.
That joke is so dumb, but I love it. There will be a two-person race of this at RPG Limit Break between... it's going to be myself and Motos. Moonblaze Wolf, who was also in the running to be part of the race, decided to let us have the race slots, mainly because he'll be playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, but he will be on our couch. So don't worry, you're going to get lots of good Loom players there at RPG Limit Break later on. Anyway, this is Rusty. Rusty makes very poor decisions. Alright.
He's fast.
And then we're going to do the... Oh, where did I put reflect? There we go. Anyway, so Rusty, we found him taking a nap here in a graveyard. We had a big conversation with Rusty, and then he decides to return to taking a nap in the graveyard. Again, Rusty does not make the best decisions. But what we're going to do is we're going to put on our best Rusty Nailbender cosplay and go into the forge. This is home to the Guild of Blacksmiths. Come on, buddy.
Hello, young Nailbender.
Alright. So let's make our way across the worst screen in the game. Where, you know, they took out all the music that was in the EGA version. Because they had to do all the talking instead for the VGA version. And yet, they kept this. They kept this noise for this entire screen. Yeah, this game is strange, but that's fine. It's part of what makes it charming, in my opinion.
That's droll.
Anyway, Bobbin as Rusty got sent to his room
It's
because
locked.
for being lazy. Our distaff, that's what we used to spin our drafts with, was almost lost to a fire. Rusty also, because he looked like Bobbin, got eaten by the dragon. A lot of stuff happened there, but you know we're not going to worry about it. All right, we had to go in and listen to this conversation. So
The final blade is even now in the hands of our
Yes, please
most
play this
skilled
casually.
blade shaper, Your Excellency.
this game is so much better
How's
casually.
it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You'll share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
Welcome to the most stressful part of the whole game. Okay. Q on Q. Alright, we good. If you mess up that draft, you have to wait another, you lose a whole, 2 minutes. Ah, shoot. I just mistyped that one. I'll just replay it back. There we go. There we go. So a bunch of stuff is going to happen here. I'm going to go through it very, very quickly. So the Bishop Mandible steals our distaff. We then look at this orb. Cobb looks at our face. Cobb is dead now. We go out here. Bishop Mandible summons a great and terrible evil. We get our distaff back.
Can't seem to hold on to this
We
thing.
sort of try to investigate. We go back through this door. A dragon chases us, and then Bobbin screams.
Stop!
Cool. That's what happened there.
I think I'll stay out of it.
Anyway, we are now outside the fabric of reality. Oh, did you know that's why the Weavers can do all that they can do? Because they changed the fabric of reality. Enjoy that joke. And now we have to go around fixing problems, but we're not actually going to fix a lot of problems. So here's Rusty,
Better not wander off too far.
where he's busy being dead and very upset about it. He complains about it a lot
There's
to
nothing
us.
left.
But that's okay. We are going to solve our problems with necromancy. I know that I've been there. I know you've been there. We've all had to do that at one point or another. But hey, it's good. Everything's fine now. Rusty's alive. That's all that actually matters, right? Right.
I need to choose my drafts more.
Oh, shoot. That's what's happening. I've been, literally all my practice sessions had this draft reversed. There we go. Hey, we got there. That's the important thing. Yeah, that's the only thing with the fact that there's 4 different draft lists is if you get practice sessions which all share one draft list, and then you kind of have to play another one. It's like, oh no. All right. Hey, remember those shepherds that were jerks to us? Yeah, we're not helping them. Bye. Sorry, Fleece.
It might help to point at something first.
There we go. Nope, we don't need to save them at all. Whatever, they were jerks. Also, hi, NPC we never even met in this run. Guess what? We're not saving you either. So we've learned the B note. And we're going to make our way across here. And let's hope that we get the one skip that we really want to get, which is we want to skip talking to Bobbin's mom. Yeah, I know we've been on this quest to find Bobbin's mom this entire time, but guess what? We don't actually want to talk to her. Come on. Skip it, skip it, skip it. Hey, we did it. Nicely done on not talking to Mom. Alright, it's time for the end of the game. So we go back through this hole, back to Loom Island. And the end of the game is actually fairly easy. Because all these drafts are going to be the same every single time we play. So here comes Chaos. She's the big bad of this game. So she's going to bully Hetchel a bunch. We're going to try to fix it.
It might help to point at something.
Alright. And then it is U, Q, Q, U. I'm trying to be careful with my clicks, because if I double click on the loom, it will start a cutscene.
Huh?
And time is coming up in just a second. Time is on the last note of the game.
Leaving so soon, Weaver? I was looking forward to spending more time with you.
Alright. And finally... There we go, time.
Fly away while you can, young threadbare, and know that we will most assuredly meet again.
Yes, you end this game
I
on
am
the
ready,
swan
Mother.
song.
Let's go.
And off we fly away. And will we most assuredly meet again? No. Loom was actually planned to be the first of about 3 games. There is not a Loom 2, unfortunately. There was a fan effort to try to finish the series. I believe the fan game is called Forge, if you want to go and look it up. I haven't had the chance to play it, but I hear that they at least gave it a good shot. But yeah, the whole idea was that there was going to be Forge and then Fold. Would have been the next 2 games in the series, if they had existed. But that didn't happen, and that's fine. Also, you can see all the wonderful people who contributed. Thank you all so much! I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of this marathon. I believe it is Super Smash TV that's coming up next, so do stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you all for joining me this afternoon, and I hope y'all just have the best day that you can have.